So yeah, don't do things by halves. I'm all in, which means that I can't sometimes take credit for being sober, because I think, well, it's some stupid brain that made me do it. And it's like when I was vegetarian. I was vegetarian for about 9 years, but I didn't. How rude. I didn't just... We have an order of one of these little box of Big Sunshine to do today, so I wanted to show you what's in it because I absolutely love doing these. So little tiny box, little box of Big Sunshine, and then inside there is a personalised header there that says a little box of happy things to make you feel all lovely, and then you can put your personalised message. And then inside the tissue we're going to put chocolate brownie, because they definitely make you feel lovely. This person has opted for tea. You can have coffee, but this is a positivity tea. If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams and you will always look lovely. And then inside there's some more little positive sort of, I don't know, what are they called? Like little pep talks, puns, I don't know. Progress, not perfection. Today I will look my most beautiful because I will wear my smile. Nothing changes if nothing changes. This cuppa is a reminder that the little things matter and bring joy. And then under there there's a little cute little monster drinking a cup of tea. So it gets wrapped all lovely like so. So they get one of those as well. And then little Lovard sweets, because everybody loves those. And then this is doses of inspiring and uplifting positive thoughts. In here, in a little organza bag with some cute little wooden shapes. There are 7. Whoops, I can get it out. It's not very good, is it? There we go. There's 7 differently sort of illustrated positive, uplifting thoughts. That one I love. I'm going to read this one actually. You have walked through fire, weathered the harshest of storms, and triumphed over demons. Remember that the next time you doubt your power. Poom. Poom? Boom. Pow. Poom is a cross between boom and pow. So we'll pop those back in there. So there we go, little bag of those. And a handmade keyring. I won't take this out of the bag, but it says, it's got a little smiley face charm on it. And it says, what today brings depends a great deal on what you bring to today. Love that. Love it. There we go. And then we get some of the blue tissue, which I've not got out, so that's it. Little bit of blue in there, just to pretty it up. And then a sticker. So make sure it's flat so it still goes as a large letter. And then I pop one of these in, which just says, chosen for you, lovingly handmade by Pep Talk Pebbles. It's got my old logo on it, but so has the tea card, so they match, so that's okay. So then we do this. There we go, and then we wrap it. There it is wrapped. I love this little box of Big Sunshine, and I think it's because it's quite wordy, and I like positive, encouraging words. Hence the pep talk bit in Pep Talk Pebbles, I guess. So now I'm going to put it in a pretty bag. And I think a rainbow one would go with this one. I'm going to pop that in there. And this is going straight to Freya, was it too? So this will be delivered directly to Freya. Talk about happy post. It's gorgeous, isn't it? This this is just how the Etsy algorithm works, but I sold, or I sent, should I say, a 45 years sober card yesterday, and weirdly I'm sending another one today. Also a 25 years sober, 6 months and 1 year. So it's, you know, like, what do they say about buses? It's that scenario. Sometimes you can sell none for weeks, then all of a sudden you sell 4 today and 1 yet, so 5 dispatched over 2 days. It's bonkers, isn't it? But I love them. I love the fact that people are congratulating these people for being sober, whether it's bloody 3 days, 3 hours, or 45 bleeding years. Incredible. This is for a 70th birthday for somebody's mum, and she requested that it's not opened until the 6th of October, so I've made that sticker, and I think it's pretty cool. Made up my little thermal printer. I love it. And I've chosen this postal bag because I think they're gorgeous, and I think for a 70th birthday that would be pretty special. Some days, like yesterday, I astound myself because I got over 60 parcels out, and yet today, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 parcels out. Same amount of time in a day. It's just my brain doesn't work today. So today's been a bit of a fail. Not a fail, I'm not saying that. It's not been as productive, there you go. Not been as productive as Superhuman Day yesterday. So because my brain hasn't connected very well today, I'm not ahead of myself like I wanted to be for tomorrow. However, all is not lost because I do have tonight Richard's at football. I've got to pick him up from Mansfield in Lewis's car at, I think I'll leave here about 9:20. So I've got a couple of hours tonight to make up some boxes, and then I'll get up early tomorrow, and hopefully yesterday's MJ is back tomorrow, so I can at least keep, well, I am on top of things, I'm just not ahead of things. I like to be ahead of things in case anything comes up. My friend Hayley is coming to see me tomorrow. That's another reason why I wanted to be ahead of myself, so that I can have a bit of time out to drink coffee and talk, you know, small business stuff with Hayley. So I've got this evening. Let's see how we get on. Today is Tuesday. Oh my god, today's Tuesday, and I'm not going to watch any murder documentaries today because I think I overdid it yesterday, and we're talking about the whole Karen thing because I didn't sleep very well last night, and I woke up at, I think it was about 12:05. Well, Lily woke me up. The dog was scratching at the door, so I got up at 12:05. But then when I got back into bed, I couldn't get back to sleep. You know why? Because I was thinking, what if I get murdered? And I know that sounds ridiculous, and it sounds ridiculous to me now, I'm saying it a few hours later, but at the time when I was laying in bed, I was thinking, well, nobody expects to get murdered, but they do, so what if somebody murders me? And it was just one of those sticky thoughts that I was just wide awake then. And the fact that my son went out last night and he wasn't home, so that stresses me out as well. So, and then I was awake again at, I think it was 2, got up at 4. Yeah, so no murder documentaries today. It's not good for me all the time. and I know now I've been able to rationalise it with a not so sleepy head. The odds of me getting murdered are very, very slim. Talking of odds, where did I wrote it down somewhere? Have I got it up still? I need to share this with you because, oh, there it is. Oh, right, so I've always been scared to death of flipping sharks. And then I googled one day the odds of getting eaten by a shark. Did I Google it? Did I watch it on a documentary? Irrelevant. The odds of getting attacked by a shark are 1 in 250 million. Now get this. The odds of dying in a vending machine accident a vending machine is 1 in 112 million. So you've got more chance, you've got double, no, I can't work that out. Anyway, 1 in 250 million chances of getting killed by a shark, 1 in 112 million chances of getting killed by a vending machine. Bit of trivia for you. Another day, another car. I'm in Lewis's car now. Come to the post office to post my farty effort of a day's work. It's been a right day today, but look at what I've got for dinner. Sweet potato fries, barbecue pulled pork and coleslaw, and a Labrador. I know. It's been not so much of a great day today. I feel okay now. I'm back in the office. I've had my dinner and I feel really behind, so I've come to do some preparation for tomorrow. So I think I said earlier I didn't sleep very well last night, and so I felt a little bit funny this morning, and particularly because Jack didn't come home. He did come home. He came home at like 8 o'clock in the morning, having lost his phone. So that gave me a bit of a wobble because he was drunk when he lost his phone, and I know it's just a phone. It's really hard to explain. I don't drink anymore. I've not had a drink since 16th of January 2022. So it'll be 2 years next January, and I don't even know where to start with that story. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. But let me try and summarise it. I stopped drinking in the sort of peak of my dysphoric mania that I was in the January. So that was when I was really, really struggling with my mental health, and I literally thought I was going crazy. And that's the same month I reached out to my GP. So during that time, or in the run up to that time, should I say, I'd been questioning my relationship with alcohol, or I don't know if questioning it is the right word. I was pissed off with myself because of how pissed I got. And I loved it, don't get me wrong, I loved being drunk. In my head, I was a happy drunk and an excitable drunk, and never meant any malice to anybody. My phone's ringing, 1 minute. I'm going to stop doing what I was doing to tell you this because it makes a lot of noise, doesn't it? So, yeah, I was a happy drunk. Like, I was never a handful or anything like that. I was just giggly and, you know, loud and stuff. But I was getting sick of just having too much to drink and not remembering anything. And I struggle with my memory anyway, so to go out and drink so much where you can't remember half of the night, it frustrated me. And there was one incident where I went over to my dad's birthday party, and I was really looking forward to it because I haven't known my dad my whole life. We met when I was 15, and he lives in a different part of the country, so not far away, like 45 minutes away. So it's taken us a long time to get to know each other and be a sort of consistent part of each other's lives. So I was really looking forward to this party and spending that time with him and having a drink with him, because I'd never until that point had a drink with my dad. And I got absolutely fucking shit-faced. I think it was that. Was it his birthday or was it, might have been the summer party? I don't know. I think it was both, actually. It was both. It was both. One of them I was sick in the car on the way home. Anyway, I was annoyed. The first time I went to see him and got drunk, I was annoyed because I'd just taken it too far and then couldn't remember a lot of it. So it's like I wasn't present in the experience. So it just upset me a little bit. I thought, what is the point of getting excited about these events and then not being present for them anyway? I don't know. I just started to think differently about it. The dogs are now scratching to come in. 1 minute. I was sick of wasting my weekends hanging out my arsehole as well. And yeah, I just started to think a little bit differently about alcohol and how it probably takes more than it gives, actually. But never considered giving up. I can remember saying to my friend, we went for coffee in the Christmas before, and I can remember saying to her, I've got a feeling I will stop drinking one day. And I don't know why I felt that way, why I said it, but I meant it, but I didn't think it'd be fucking 6 weeks later. I was thinking like years down the line, thought I had a few more miles left in me, but apparently not. So anyway, in the January, I was in this dysphoric manic period, which was horrific, and my thought process at the time was batshit crazy, to be fair. So something happened in January, which I can't talk about on here, and it doesn't involve me, it involves somebody close to me, but they were drunk when this life-changing thing happened, and it's like the penny dropped for me, and it's like a switch flicked, and I don't know whether this is a me thing, a bipolar thing, an ADHD thing, I don't know. I've been like it all my life. Sometimes I'll just literally, it's like an obsession, and it became an obsession. I was like, I'm never drinking again, and I blamed alcohol for everything. And I unpicked it, like every trauma in my life I could attribute to alcohol in some way or another. Like if alcohol didn't exist, none of those bad things would have happened. And that was such an awakening, I don't know, epiphany, fuck knows, something happened in my brain. I was like, what the hell am I doing? And then came the guilt. Alcoholism is rife in my family, and I've always detested it. And then I felt guilty about being the drunk mum, and I wasn't like the alcoholic mum. I'd go out weekends and get steaming, but I embarrass my kids when I'm sober, so probably embarrass them a lot when I'm drunk. Anyway, I didn't want to be that parent, but I had been up until that point. So the guilt, and I know I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because it isn't for the people. For me, I just had a shift in mindset, and I thought, I don't want to be setting this example to my kids. It was a little bit too fucking late because they were adults. But I just thought, oh, it's so hard to explain. I wouldn't give my 2-year-old a bottle with vodka in it. It's unthinkable. But I've modelled that to my children. We model that to our children in society. We drink in front of our kids, we normalise it, it's fine. When they're adults, why is it okay when they're adults? Like, if we wouldn't inflict that on them as children, why do we model that so that they can be that inebriated as an adult? But, oh, the geese. I love that. Anyway, I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying this is where my head was at. So I blamed everything on alcohol. Stop drinking. So this morning when Jack came in, and he'd not done anything wrong, he'd just been out, got pissed, ended up losing his phone. I felt it like it was my phone. It sounds so trivial, but you know that, like, oh my god, that feeling of why did I drink that much, or oh my god, where's my phone, oh my god, how did I get home, that sort of beer fear. I felt it for him, and I know it's only a phone, but it was just the frustration on his face of, oh my god, I've lost my phone and my bank card and my ID, and I just felt shit for him, and it made me feel a bit emotional, and it made me feel quite like fucking a peeve kind of feeling, like I needed to demonise it all over again in my head. So these things, they do pop up, and I don't judge people for drinking, don't get me wrong, I'm not like that. I just find that these things reinforce my own sobriety. Like, I am so thankful that that is not me experiencing that anymore. I'm so thankful that I don't ever have to wake up with a hangover, that I don't ever have to have that beer fear of, oh my god, what happened last night, or where's my keys, where's my phone, where's, you know, my life, or waking up with grazes and bruises and broken fingernails and eyelashes stuck to your fucking cheek and whatever. I don't have to experience that ever again. And I get loads of time. I've got so much more time not drinking because I'm not hanging. So my weekends, you know how weekends fly by, not when you're sober, they last ages because you're up at normal clock and you've got loads of energy in the day and you get shit done some days. You're not hanging, you're not dozing off on the sofa and wasting your life. Anyway, I'm going on now, but anyway, that's how I felt this morning. So it derailed me a little bit. When I say derailed, it was just stuff in my head that I didn't need in my head. I wanted to have a productive day today, so it meant that I was a little bit all over. So the first part of the morning I spent just sort of wandering around the house, and I was doing that thing where I went into the bedroom, let's say, I can't remember the exact scenario, but let's say to get my hairbrush, went into the bedroom to get my hairbrush, wasn't in the bedroom, so I came back and thought it must be in the bathroom, went in the bathroom, wasn't in the bathroom, so I thought, well, where else can it be? Oh, it might be in the office. Went into the office, found my hairbrush, then thought, well, now what have I done with my phone? I must have left it in the bathroom when I was looking for my hairbrush, went back to the bathroom, it's not in there, went back to the bedroom, it's not in there, came back to the office, in the office all along. So I had that sort of morning, and this lasted for a couple of hours, and then I get frustrated. So I didn't have a very productive morning. On top of that, I was helping Jack to cancel his bank card and locate his phone. So we found it in the end on Find My iPhone. So it just meant that I got off to a bit of a false start, and I did feel loads better as the day went on. And I feel fine now. But I'm sharing this because it's important for me to reflect back and monitor my mental health and what's going on in my head, and it's real, and that's what my day looked like today. Yeah, so I don't know if anybody else relates to that, just that fucking fizzy brain thing where you're like, oh, all over, and you can't connect the dots, and it's almost like I couldn't it's like the spark plug didn't work. You know when you start your car and the spark plug? The spark plug goes, and then the car goes like that, and then it does what it needs to do. That happens in the morning for most people. When I'm having a day like today, it's like the spark plug doesn't work, and I just can't get started on a task. I just waste so much time bouncing around from one thought to another, or I get stuck on a thought and I end up just pacing around doing nothing but feeling like I'm busy. Ain't knackered now listening to that. Anyway, I feel great now. So I'm in the office, and I'm going to try and catch up on what I've not done today. I'm not behind. I think I said this earlier. I'm not behind. I did dispatch everything that I needed to today. I've got another car now. I've borrowed Carl's car again because later on tonight I'm going to pick Richard up from the football at Mansfield. He's gone to watch Mansfield and Wrexham, and I need to go and pick him up, so I've borrowed Carl's car. So between now and then I need to entertain the dogs for a little while. I need to make up some boxes for tomorrow. I've got a friend coming for coffee tomorrow and I want to spend some time with her. Now I'm going to shut the fuck up because I've waffled on for nearly 10 minutes. See you in a bit. My brain really isn't working that well. I thought it was, and it's not. So I'm going to take a break and hoover up, might wash the pots, and then I think I just need to have a change of scenery, like come out of the office and do something else, because my brain all of a sudden has gone dead fizzy. I don't know whether it's because I was talking about sobriety and stuff, but now I've just got a gazillion things running around in my head again. For example, I've not booked the market, and the market it's the 3rd of October today, and the market is the end of October, and I've not even booked it. And I know why I've not booked it is because I don't feel ready. But I won't feel ready if I don't do anything about getting ready. But I won't do anything about getting ready for it because I feel like there's too much to do. So I feel overwhelmed. And talking of which, actually, just going back to what I said about being an ADHD thing, or a bipolar thing, or a me thing. I don't know what that obsessive thing that I get into. I thought I had OCD, because when I stopped drinking, I spent nearly every waking minute of the day invested in it, listening to podcasts, audiobooks. I listened to 8 different books on Audible twice to make sure it sunk in, just because I needed the constant reassurance of my new thought pattern. So yeah, I don't do things by halves. I'm all in, which means that I can't sometimes take credit for being sober, because I think, well, it's my stupid brain that made me do it. And it's like when I was a vegetarian. I was vegetarian for about 9 years, but I didn't. How rude. I didn't just she's a bastard. I didn't just become a vegetarian. I obsessed about it, went to the RSPCA shop every night after school. Lily. So what is that? If you tell me, why do I do that? Why do I get so into things? It's like an obsession. It's like an itch that I can't scratch. It's horrible, actually. I forgot why I said that now. Lily's distracting me. Today is painful. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I've got 8 fuck my life. Answering machine messages on my phone. I keep getting a text message saying you have 8 new messages, and I can't listen to them. Why can't I listen to them? I just look at it and think, no, I can't. I'm going to go and hoover up and sort the dogs out, call it a day in here, and I think tomorrow when I wake up I'll have fresh brain. Maybe my brain will reset and I'll feel a bit better in the morning, maybe. No idea what today's vlog's going to look like, because I feel like I've been all over the bloody place. But might edit it tonight. There's one that I posted this morning, took about 6 hours. It takes so long. Nobody tells you this, do they? It takes ages. I might attempt it in the morning. No, I won't. I'm not going to do it because, oh my God, I'm going. Good night. I hope you come back. Sorry.